Okay, look, I know this is like the 10th series I'm starting, but bear with me. This one hopefully will actually last, okay? Every single zoo we have made so far has stopped for a reason. Our Egyptian zoo corrupted entirely, Bossa Town, the entire UC set imploded, and Boothof is finished. And Peña Blanca and Dierbach Genk are still in the works and will be resumed very soon. But we are starting something new, and as you can see in the title, I have no idea what we're going to do. Well, I kinda do, okay? We are building a small Dutch zoo. Original, I know, but I still just really need to finish one in my life, and I never have. So hopefully this will be the one, finally. But the thing with this zoo is that we are going to make it kind of a Dierbach Genk light, okay? We are going to have lots of themed areas and stuff, but all in a very small, cheap scale, okay? So, the thing is, I don't know what areas yet. I have no plans for this zoo, like none at all, but that is where you guys come in, because I am really terrible at getting ideas, and you guys are better at that, as far as I've noticed. So, if you know any themed areas, any animals for the themed areas we will have already in the future episodes, or any ideas in general, buildings, scenery, something, please do tell me, and we'll see what we come up with. But in this first episode we are just building the entrance plaza, because that is something which I never really do, but which I always see smaller zoos have, in the Netherlands at least. So they have, just an entrance plaza. A plaza where you walk in before you actually enter the zoo, and there you can buy your tickets and stuff, but also can have a seat and already look at a few exhibits. In this case, only one. Oh no, that's actually not true. In the future you can look at multiple ones, but at the moment it's just the one, because I'm lazy and I've only built one, of course. Let's talk about the actual building, okay? You see me tinkering around with my building sets, multiple sets, also parts of the Japanese set come in handy if you use them for cool stuff. And yeah, the staircase I made up to the door is a bit weird, but I kinda like it. And now we're making the front gates of the zoo with a nice fluid flowing fence surrounding the entrance plaza made out of these decoration pieces for the Japanese building set, so that's cool. Just gives a more flowing feel to the entire plaza, which I like. We're also not using actual paths for this zoo, we're using the sand, which also gives us way more options and stuff. It lets us be way more creative with the paths than the actual paths allow, because this way we can just be more fluid and smooth with the paving. The foliage is also different from what we normally use. I'm really just listing stuff, aren't I? But at least it's a new foliage combination, different from the Dierbach Genk one, different from the Dierbach Boothof one, and I really, really like it. I love the colors, they look really cool together. So hopefully it will give the entire zoo a nice, a little atmosphere. Because this is supposedly going to be a full zoo, for once. And we're going to actually focus on backstage stuff as well. We're just going to focus on the full picture, which we were supposed to do in Boothof as well, but I kinda forgot to because I lost inspiration from Boothof. And because I didn't really like Boothof because of some of the species, but oh well. That is why in this series we are not limited to like the UC set or anything, we are just only limited by ourselves. Which in this case is a good thing for once. But yeah, as I said, as soon as we enter the actual gates of the park, I want to be in a themed area. And which one that is up to you guys. Will it be South America, or well, more specific, will it be like the Pampas or the Amazon, or will it be, I don't know, Cambodia, who knows? Give me something original. I don't want an African savanna, that is way too boring. Then give me like a African nocturnal house or something. I don't know. I'm not creative, that's why I'm letting you guys decide. But in this first episode we also built our first exhibit, which you see right now, which is an aviary for some kind of animal. I also don't know what we put in here. I started off wanting to build an aviary for like a great grey owl or something, or just some kind of owl. That was the original idea, but then at the end I was kind of like, well, it kind of fits better for a monkey. I want to put a monkey in there, and then I decided, well, screw it. I'll let you decide as well. So we don't have anything in there yet, and we don't know what it is yet, but that's up to you guys. If you have any ideas for cool stuff in here, well, actually not cool stuff, it needs to be kind of mundane because it's a free exhibit for the people. It's not in the zoo yet. It's in the entrance plaza, so it needs to be pretty boring, but it needs to kind of set a tone for the rest of the park. So in that way, an owl would not really fit because it is a boring animal. Most of these zoos have like lemurs in these kind of opening areas, because lemurs do a lot of stuff and they are active and people know lemurs, so it gets you into the zoo feeling instantly. So it's up to you guys to give me suggestions and stuff. For the rest of the opening plaza we just have some decoration and some tables, because we have a stand over here where people buy their tickets and maybe some drinks and stuff, who knows. We don't need a big huge fancy ticket booth building because yeah, we're just a small zoo, at least at the start. Who knows what we will grow into, but at least at the start we're like really small. Inspiration for the zoo are zoos like Dierenrijk, which I recently went to over here in the Netherlands, of course, and Taman Indonesia, which is also in the Netherlands but way up north, and I've never been there, but as far as I know it's a very heavily Indonesian themed small zoo, which is really cool. And that is what I want to do here as well, but have multiple themes, which could be nice. So I like this aviary actually. Normally I don't really like aviaries because they are boring and stale, because they all look the same, but this one actually is kinda original for me at least, because I use the logs as fencing. Most people do that already, but I've never done it. So for me it's original and I like it. And once again, of course, our little animal gate trick at the top of the shed with a chair and a bookshelf combined together to create something that resembles a gate. Over here we have our... I had windows there in the house, so I needed to do something over there, but I didn't know what. So I settled on doing a bicycle parking place, because hey, we're in the Netherlands of course, so we need bicycle stands. And we do the same as we did in Bodilf, we just place down some letters to kind of fake it. And I also placed down some poles for an electrical bicycle charging stand, which is neat, I think. It's kind of cool. It gives this more realism and more up-to-date kind of feel, because it's something recent. But overall I want the zoo to not be too modern. I want it to feel nice and cozy, nice and Dutch. Which so far we have done, I feel. And hopefully we will continue doing so for the rest of the zoo. Yes, I'm actually excited for this series, and I hope you guys are as well. Onto a walkthrough. So this is our entrance plaza right now. We have to the right our bicycle stands and even some electrical bicycle stands. And we have one of 3 windows into the rest of the zoo, from where people can already get a taste of what a zoo is like before actually buying tickets, because that is kind of the idea of this entrance plaza. People can just come walking in without paying anything, and they can buy the tickets over here, or they can also buy their drinks and stuff at the moment and then just enter on into the zoo. But if people don't have to, they can just walk around at this entrance plaza. It's what a lot of small zoos have over here in the Netherlands, at least. And then we also have this house, this building, which could just be a staff building or the house of the owner, or it could become something like a reptile house or something. Who knows? That's up for the future. And we have the first exhibit, which does not have an animal in it yet. It could be a small bird, it could be like a monkey kind of thing. It's up to you guys. Please leave something, a suggestion in the comments for something over here, something mundane, nothing special, because it's a free exhibit. People can look at it from outside the zoo, which lots of zoos have again here in the Netherlands. Lots of zoos have like owls or hornbills or lemurs in this kind of exhibit, just to showcase the zoo before actually going inside and to set an atmosphere and stuff. So here people buy their drinks and tickets and stuff. And then here is another window into the zoo where people can once again get a taste of the rest of the zoo, with a playground for annoying children and such. But yeah, that is everything we have built. Oh no, we also have the backstage kind of thingy for the first exhibit, which isn't much, of course, but we will add to it, because that is something I want to do in the zoo a lot. I have backstage stuff. This needs to be as complete as possible of a zoo. So, my people, leave suggestions for the first animal and for the other animals, and any kind of suggestions at all. They're all appreciated and will be thought about for this zoo. So we really want to have themed areas everywhere, so think of some themed areas which are doable for a small zoo and give me some ideas for what I can build for those. I'm excited for this series, hopefully you guys are as well. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.